Hi everybody, long time no see, so to speak, at least on this channel. I was just thinking, I was standing there with the ding 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 of the crossing guard there at the train, and I was standing there thinking about money and a curious understanding that has come into my mind. I came into a little windfall this month, nothing huge, just something unexpected, a bit of money that dropped into my lap, so to speak. And usually the money, any money that comes into our world goes directly into our bank accounts and siphons away to savings and retirement and housing expenditures, and I just get a little allowance, and that's the way our world has worked forever and ever and ever, and it works really well. But this little bit of money actually came into my pocket, my family, so to speak, really mine. It came to me. You know, my basically wife and daughter said, "Hey, take it. You know, do what you want." And so, I'm stuck with this strange dilemma. I'm walking along, and for several days now I've been trying to think, what do I want to do with this money? And it just dawned on me this morning as I'm standing there at the train station. I don't want to do a single thing with it. I want nothing. I went to the computer store. You know, I have one computer. I had two computers. I have to use my own computer at work. So I had two computers. I had my own computer at home and my own computer at work. They both belong to me. The one at home died, so I've been lugging the one from work back and forth every day so that I could upload my videos in the evenings from home, and then go back, take it, look at this giant desktop unit I'm carrying around with me back and forth every day, and that's part of the reason I haven't made any videos over here. I really need another computer, and I went to the computer store and I looked, and I just don't want another computer. I don't want it. I went to the camera store over the weekend thinking, oh, maybe I'll get some camera accessories or something like that, you know, to do all this stuff. Not a single thing that I wanted. I mean, I could certainly do with some stuff. You know, I'd like to get another waterproof camera, but I really don't. Clothes, nothing. You know what? And then I realized, aside from the security that it provides, the safety that the money provides, I don't even want the money. Really, more and more, all I want is just peace. Just the peace and quiet. That's why I spend so much time, it's increasingly so, up in the mountains. You know, I'm lucky to have a family, a situation where that's conducive to that. My wife and daughter are busy people, busy active people, and on the weekends, on every Saturday, they're both busy running around. Emily's old enough now that she's got her own social world and stuff, and Yumiko does too. And Saturdays we're all running around doing our own thing. I work every other Saturday anyway, and afternoons are mine, so I wander in the mountains. And Sundays they sleep in, and I get up early and I go walking in the mornings, and then we spend our Sunday afternoons together, and we have our evenings together every night. And now that I stopped, I've even lost interest in drinking. I got tired of going to sleep at 8 o'clock, so I gave up the beer, not because not for any particular reason. It's just I wanted to stay up later, and I didn't even want to go buy beer with this money. I don't want to do a dang thing with it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it back to the family trust. Basically, give it back to put it away in our retirement savings and let it sit there. I mean, what a strange and curious thing. Hi, birdie. What are you doing? There's a car coming. Run, fly, whatever you do. Just don't get run over. You know, what a strange thing. I've never wanted much of anything in my life in terms of monetary stuff, but to really reach this position where there's not a single darn thing. And I remember when I was, I've told some of you before that there was a period of my life when I had a lot of money. And I remember an older gentleman, someone who I really respect, a man named Chuck, you know, Charles. I called him Mr. Moore because he was my neighbor, and I had a huge amount of respect for him. For a retired fire chief, great deal of experience in life. And he once told me when I had all that money, and he knew he and I were close, and he and I would go have breakfast together. He'd say, "Kurt, spend it now." This is when I was in my mid-30s. He says, "Spend it now." He says, because when you get older, you won't want to spend it anymore. And how right he was. I don't have a single thing I want to buy anymore. All I want to do is just be healthy and to spend some quality time with my wife and my daughter. You know, you guys know I don't want too much in terms of social, I don't want to have a large social network of connections because I can't handle it. I'm not good that way. I just need peace and quiet and to walk and a warm rock to sit on. And then when I die, just to have my ashes, or hopefully my corpse thrown out into the woods, deep in the woods where no one will ever find it, and then have everybody absolutely forget about me. Gosh, that's just the perfect thing. And that's not out of any desperate or depressed image. To my mind, it is just a settling. It's like the stillness and of the quiet of the deep sea. I used to, when I was free diving, I used to be able to hold my breath for a long time, and sometimes I would dive by myself off the coast of California, and I would dive down deep and wedge my body into the rocks, 40 feet down or so, out there in the clear waters, and just sit there and let the stillness and the quiet of the deep water there just envelop me and realize. And that's where my father is now. He's deep in the sea. He's gone, and I want just that stillness, as much of that stillness now, and then it's all that it can possibly be later, and nothing else in between, except some tender moments with those my wife and my daughter, my brother, my mother, and that's about it. And the companionship of friends, as much as I can possibly muster, because I'm not a very good friend, as I've stated before. So, but that's it. So I guess the money will go back in the family kitty, and I'll just walk a little longer. I guess, if something came up, if the iPhone died, I'd want to buy a new iPhone. If the camera died, I'd want to buy a new camera, and I will buy a new computer. But that won't be for out of interest. That'll be more out of necessity, because this connection here is one left here, and I still don't know exactly why. I think it's because I think the reason that this kind of thing is so dear to me is because I miss the connection that I had with my own father, and I want to provide something for Emily and her children someday. So after I'm gone, the great-grandchild will discover, who was my great-grandfather's softie? What's this? What's he talking about? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? I would love to have videos from my great-grandfather, Justice. Okay, well, that's it. Enough talking. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Make it a wonderful one. Bye-bye. Clarify one thing. The money part, the question part, was all about the money that was left over after I had taken out money to do something nice with the family. So I do have a nice event planned with the family that I'm doing with it. It was just a little bit left over that, with my pocket money. That's the part that I had the question about. So we have a little fun event that's going to happen as a result of this windfall. A little fun family thing after Emily gets back from her 3-day school excursion, which starts this morning. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.